Let me see if you can see. Okay, yeah, there we go. Good afternoon. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year. Okay, I'm going to blend my coconut. I'm going to blend some coconut. Is it close properly? Yeah. So we don't grate, we blend. Wait, so, I don't want a grater. So I hope you guys had a safe and wonderful New Year. I'm not using a grater for the coconut. I'm using my Ninja Professional. Good? Oh shit, this up. Right, to put in my rice and peas. Okay, should I bring you over to the rice and peas? Yeah, I think I should. And that way you could, well, you know what? So, this is just a blemish here. Don't worry about that. So, I did the rice and peas and the coconut milk. So, yeah, I hope you guys are safe. Hope everybody is alrighty now. Let me see what's going on here. My pot's dropped. Yeah, I have them on this thingy, so the vibrations. The vibrations, I suppose, from the blender. Keep your backside quiet. Okay, so I'm going to pour the coconut milk that I just blended. If you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't make sense if you cannot see. Okay, good. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to pour the coconut milk. Right, this is the coconut milk, right? I'm gonna, blend it again. Yeah, so I'm making my rice and peas. I did the peas last night, so I'm just showing you how I do stuff. Right, so now I'm going to pour the rest of that in there. Right, because I don't want to carry the phone with me, so the rest of the coconut shred I'm going to put back in here. Alright, going to put that in here, put this down on my carving board, and then you see the coconut milk, right? So you see my coconut milk. So I'm going to pour the rest of it in here. Good. Cover it back. Then we come back here to where we was originally. My elbows are so black, you see that? I have to be careful on the camera. So I'm just trying to concentrate on the blending of the coconut milk, right? And then I'll talk. Sometimes you have to concentrate on what you're doing. But I hope you had a safe New Year. I hope everybody praised the Lord for making it today and for the rest of the year. It's only Him that can make that possible. Now, rather than grate it, which is the traditional Jamaican way, where you grated the coconut. I'm doing it this way. Good? Okay. And it's just as effective. Okay, so now again. Yeah, I'm cooking my dinner. Rather, I'm cooking dinner. Because, you know, all them Jamaican man is, you know, they want their dinner. Right? Yeah, they want their dinner. And if you are with a man, he doesn't have to be Jamaican, but any man that you have, aren't you supposed to prepare him his dinner, his breakfast, his lunch and so forth, ladies? Aren't you supposed to do that as his woman or his wife? Are we not supposed to do womanly things like cooking, you know, and cleaning and so forth, other than being on social media 24 hours? A man likes a home-cooked meal. He does. A man, and especially a Jamaican man, right? They love a home-cooked meal where everything is nice. So, what I don't get, right, as we make our rice and peas on this wonderful Sunday with our blended coconut milk, right? Our blended coconut milk. And then we're going to introduce the coconut milk into the peas. And then we're going to turn up the peas and use a wooden spoon and stir, right? Stir, oops, and let that do its thing, right? So that's the coconut, right? That's the coconut in here. And then the hot pepper, sharpens off my scotch bonnet, right? Yes, scotch bonnet. And then you put that in here, out, and then you cover it. Now with these pots, right, you don't have to use a high flame. It's got to be very gradual, right? A very low flame. Very low flame, right? So we're going to let that do its thing. And then let's go back over here while I wash up the dishes. So when you have a man or a husband, or you know your significant other, aren't you supposed to be home cooking and all these wonderful things? Now, the type of man that I have, right, even though he's miserable, he knows, this didn't come all the way out. Oh well. He knows that I'm on social media, right? He knows this, that I'm on social media. But, you know, to a point. Now, when it comes time to our time, right? Which is usually nighttime. I don't think he expects me to be up all night, in the middle of the night, on the phone, right on social media, right? And I have a man, a husband at home who I need to attend to. Worse again, because he's so jealous. Oh, yes, he is. I could never be on the phone 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning on social media, alaba laba with an ex-man. He would murder me. Are you crazy? So I don't know how you have these people who say that they have husband and them have this year one and that they one and this year one. And 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. them up on the social media platform more than they're hugging up their husband and their man in their bed. What a shame. Miserable life. I could never do that. So that's why I'm here blending my, coconut, to make my rice and peas and so forth. And then I'm going to season up this wonderful piece of beef that my daughter wanted me to prepare for her. I love beef too. But as a Rasta, people get things twisted. So yeah, let's get back, to what we were talking about. So yeah, so I have a man now, very jealous, very jealous. If him ever catch me pon the phone 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning, a laba laba with our next man on social media, whoa, would I be in some serious trouble? Because he's so jealous. He doesn't want me speaking to other people on the phone, on social media, especially a man. Oh no, those hours of the morning. Oh no, and I have a husband. Oh no, him would have murder me. So I don't know how. My daughter wants a pot roast. So I don't know. I should let you see what I'm doing, right? Because if you don't get to see what I'm doing, let me see if I could bring the film up more in this direction. Yeah. Okay, good. But it's lean. Let me turn off the blender before it turns. God have his mercy, you can imagine. Because it's in the blender, right? I'm trying to position it. Alright. Let me see if I can do it like this. No, but you can't see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it so you could see what I'm doing. I'm a fantastic cook, Oh, yes, I is. Okay. It's gonna drop. It's going to fall. If I put something here, it might not. Alright. Frig that. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see. Okay, I think you can see like this. Oh, you know what? Let me make it bigger. It's a little bigger. And then, now you can't see nothing. I'm so crazy. Lord help me. I done messed up the thing. You know what? Let me leave it alone. Anyway, I'm going to cut up some onions. You know what I need to do? I need a book. I think I need a book. Yeah, I think oh, Lord, my peas. Oh, Lord, of my days. These new pots I have, they're very good. Oh, you went away? I'm sorry. Alright, so it's okay because I cook me now look pan. No. Okay, there we go. I think we've got it. Yes. I should come a little closer. Make this a little smaller. Okay. Alright. So what I used to see my mother doing in her heydays of cooking, right, which I'll show you. So I've cleaned this. Now, you might say, oh, what kind of rasta this? I eat meat. No, we eat meat. A lot of people get it twisted because, they think the rasta thing, you're not supposed to eat meat and so forth and so forth. That's not true. There is a portion in the Bible where if you want to take the Nazarene vow is where you take a vow where you promise you're not going to eat meat and so forth. And you're going to do all of these things. Now, when I was reasoning with the next brethren, he tried to tell me that when you take the vow of the Nazarene, it's a permanent vow. And I had to show him in scriptures that it's not. If you take the vow of the Nazarene, then you take that vow as long as you want to take it. It could be a week, a month, a year. It could be forever. Once you decide that you don't want to take that vow anymore, then everything about meat eating and all of that, you can return to it because you're no longer taking the vow of the Nazarene. So a lot of people, they get it twisted when it comes to this Rasta thing and the meat eating and this, that, and that is. No. You can eat meat as a Rasta, right? You can. When I started to eat meat again is when I became a 12 tribe member. Good? Okay. Okay, I wash my hands, which is very vital. A lot of people don't wash their hands when they're cooking. They like to put on gloves and do all kind of nonsense. And gloves carry a lot of bacteria. The best way and the best defense against bacteria is hand washing, and that's it. Plain and simple. Nursing 101. Hand washing. Good? Now, so what I am amazed at is that if you have a husband at home, how is it he's okay with you being on the phone with another man? These are the things I'm observing, right? When it comes to relationships where people say that they're in a... Blessings to you, blessed one. Thank you. When they say they're in a relationship with a man. Okay. So you have a husband. You don't even have a man. You have a husband. And I observe that with my relationship with the man then, if you have a man that's really into you, or if you have a husband and you and him have a good relationship and so forth, he doesn't want you on the phone 1 a.m. in the morning and you're chatting with the next man about some next business on social media. Yeah, I'm talking about on social media. Yeah, because that's where I'm at. I'm on social media. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with you having friendships and relationships with people. But when it comes to on social media again, now we are doing a new year, guys. So we're trying to be intelligent. We're not trying to be messy, but it's observations. Observations. And yet these people are swearing up and down about their marriages are wonderful. And their lives they're living are wonderful. And everything about them is just fantastic. No issues, no problems. But yet, you don't see them cooking. You don't see them a clean. You don't see them a wash. You don't see them doing anything other than running off their beak on social media and claim that they're happy. Okay. Now, again, I am doing this while I'm cooking dinner, right? While I'm cooking dinner. You're not going to see me come on social media 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning talking about anything. Unless I'm doing like a karaoke or something like that, right? If I'm on Facebook. But to be on social media, and I have a husband or a man, whomever, up at top, he's not wondering what I'm doing down below. He doesn't care what I'm doing down below. He don't business. Not the man I got. Worse if him come hear me and the next man I chat people business. If him wouldn't take the phone and give me a coffee down my head back. It's the truth. What are you doing? He would say. And then grab the phone. Give me the phone. Okay, all right. This is all I'm saying, people. So wild. Oh God, when I'm a time. Literally, I mean time. God, me forget to me use up the last of the time. Lord. When I have no time, you know. God, what am I going to do without no time? No time. How was that? You know what? I have no time. How do you cook without time? How? Anyway. So, people have to realize that while they're on social media perpetrating a fraud, which is what they do, they perpetrate being a fraud. And then they speak to people on, people on social media. They talk to you and they act as if you don't have any sense, like you're a complete dum-dum, and that you don't have the capacity to see that what they're saying is complete nonsense. Because if you're happily married in a relationship with a man, there's no way on God's green earth is this man going to know, or he's going to be aware of you being on the phone 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning with our next man on top of that. Not even by yourself, but with our next man. I chat people business. How that work? Doesn't that seem strange? I find that to be very strange. Because, when you start talking to somebody over the phone, especially from the opposite sex, on a regular basis, You know that you can catch feelings. So what I'm saying is this. For me man, if if him ever hear me dep on the phone 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning, I entertain social media with a next man, whoa, would I be in some serious trouble. So I don't get how these relationships are working in 2023. These good relationships that people are in, and they let everybody know on social media how wonderful their relationship and their marriage is, and how fantastic they're being treated. But yet, 2 a.m., 1 a.m. in the morning, you're there on phone. I chat people business with an ex-man. How that work? It's 2023. It's 2023. I need somebody to answer me, please, because again, I'm going to repeat it. My man would have grabbed the phone and cuff me in my head back if him ever see me there in a basement, hypothetically, anywhere in the house, talking on social media with an ex-man. If the man... So I don't know is what going on here. I suppose, I suppose you got some people where they're just free to do whatever. They can do whatever they want. They don't have to worry about explaining anything to their other partner because they're not doing anything wrong. Meanwhile, you're not hug up with nobody. You're not squeeze up with nobody. You're not feel up with nobody. But you're there on phone. Those hours of the morning where you should be feeding up, squeezing up, and doing all kind of wonderful things with your wonderful husband who just loves you so much. Oh, we ladies know how it is. I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning, hey. Me don't want to see no social media. Me don't want to hear nothing about social media. Me don't want no entanglements with social media. Them hours in the morning. Me want to wrap up with me good man husband. On this wonderful Sunday. So, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled when you see these perpetrators, trying to convince you of, little things, that everything is wonderful in their camp. It's not. Because if it was, you wouldn't see them so much. They have other things to do. More positive things to do, like cooking dinner. For their good husband on this wonderful Sunday. Right? Cooking dinner and doing stuff like that. Washing clothes. Being productive as a woman. Even though you're on social media, don't get me wrong. I'm on social media. I'm cooking, but I'm not baking. I'm cooking. I can't bake, but I can sure cook. So I'm cutting up some onions, hot pepper and scallion, right? While we talk in the early hours of the day on social media. So guys, so big woman things, right? Right, big woman things. It no make sense, you destroy your relationship, because we know on social media a lot of relationships get mashed up because the people then want to be on social media 24/7, right? Don't get me wrong. I love me some social media. But if it's going to interfere with my relationship, no. Because even though you're in a relationship, you and your partner are on the phone. The two of y'all is on the phone. He's doing his thing, you're doing his thing. You're doing your thing. He's doing his little scrolling, you're doing your little scrolling, and so forth. But then there comes a time when you put down the phone. Right? And you put down the phone and you go about your merry way doing whatever. Good? Okay. So, if you have to creep up or creep out in the wee hours of the morning because you got to be on social media, because you got to get this message across at this hour of the morning, and you're on the phone and you're doing all kind of revivals and all kind of stuff, and then here comes your number one man. Here he comes. It's giving you all the support you need on the phone. Isn't it wonderful? It's just wonderful. Meanwhile, where's hubby? He's sleeping somewhere. Fast asleep, snoring. Me I say it couldn't be my man. That's all me I say. Me for the on phone 1, 2 a.m. in the morning I chat with man about people. I may have a man, a husband, who I could talk to on the phone. Or I could just have a discussion with him about the whole situation. He would be the one I would be talking to, but then again, he might not want to get involved in the mixiness that I'm dealing with. So, but is he going to give me permission to continue being mixy on social media? And then again with the opposite sex? I don't care how good friends you are with each other. A man is not going to like to know that another man is on the phone with his wife, taking up time. I don't know which man out there would be happy with that. He would have to come tell me the reason why it's not bothering him. He would have to let me know. Now, this is the beef, right? A nice portion. And my daughter has a craving for some pot roast. So I said, okay, I'll cook it for you for New Year's. Because you just love your mother's cooking so much. So then I go back into the memory boxes of my childhood and my mother. And her wonderful cooking skills. My mother is such a great cook. I learned everything from her. She's fantastic. So yeah. So I used to watch my mother do this. I said, Mommy, what are you doing? Just watch. I said, okay. She's so rude. I'm turning into my mother. Actually, I've turned into my mother, put it like that. I've turned into her. I am my mother. I love her so much. God, I love my mother. I love her, you see. Anyway, so I used to watch my mommy, do her roast beef. Now, when I moved to Texas, that's when I saw my Auntie Pam, right, do a pot roast. I said, what you doing? Oh, I'm making a pot roast. I said, a pot roast? Yes, I'm making a pot roast. I said, let me see how you make a pot roast. She said, well, that's like roast beef, but you put it on top of the stove. I said, wow. So now I began doing pot roast. Yeah, so now my man's a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat. No meat, nothing, nothing, nothing. Only fish, right? And stuff like that. But he used to be my man. But I can tell you this much. When he hears the phone ringing, at those hours of the morning, he's not smiling, skinning his teeth. He wants to know who calling you these hours of the morning. Okay? That's a real man. Good. So me want to know which man out a door there is happy to know that their wife is on the phone with another man at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at our people business. Me want to know where this man is. Oh, I forgot. I know where he is. And he's right here in America. So I'm just being messy because I feel like being messy. Because these people are pretend people. And they like to, pretend. And you get to see the pretentiousness because you get to see their life on social media. And if you have a life, it should not be on social media. It should be you living your life without social media. So every day you see the same thing over and over and over and over. You don't see no woman a cook. You don't see nobody a clean. You don't see nobody a do nothing. All you see them a do is them dep on the phone a talk nonsense and then have nerve to be talking about how they got a husband. No, you don't. That's just a name. You could never have a husband and carrying on like this. Never. 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 Never, ever, 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 ever. Never. So now I'm going to incorporate the garlic into this little concoction right here. Right? With the hot pepper and so forth. So I'm just bringing this out because perhaps, plenty of people want to say it, but they're afraid. But you know me, I'm a blabbermouth. I'm never afraid. Because over here on I'm a Rasta for Life, National Board of Comments, we deal with truths and rights. So as I pierce the beef down the center, like this, right? Like this. I don't want to do it too much. Right? You go down. And then you do another one, right? Just another one just to get everything in, right? Ow! You didn't see that. Thank God the whole thing never dropping on the sink. Okay. So now that you've done that, right? You've made a hole, right? A hole. Then, my mother let me do this part. Then you push, right? And you push in. So, this is going to take a process, but you'll see, right? So you push everything in. So if you are in a relationship with your husband and it's a good relationship, why is it that social media has now taken up your world and your life 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning and 3 a.m. when you should be legs tied, arms wrapped around your husband? Worse again, me I gonna repeat it again. You dep on phone with man. How that work? So you gotta stuff everything in. They have this tube where you could do this, but we're old school. Use your finger. Right? So you have to. So now it's a process, so you just have to keep doing it, right? And then you put everything down in the hole. So I'm just, saying things that people might want to say, but they're afraid to say it, or they're scared to say it because you know how social media is. But I'm not, because it's an observation that every woman will, think of. How she says she have a husband, but yet she's on the phone. Who am I talking about? I ain't got to say who I'm talking about. You already know. But yet she's on the phone with next man who's, trying to boost her up. It couldn't work. And then there's an introduction of who's friends with who and who's with who. You soon hear more. You soon hear more. Because the amount of love them, the people them get on the phone. Be like, excuse me. All this love. My man would be so jealous. My husband would be so jealous if he ever hear how I'm talking on the phone with the next man, and how the next man I say how much the people them love me. Yeah. Well, now come on, we'll see. So it's just an observation that I'm putting out there, because the people them always try to act like they don't see, but they hear, but they can't say nothing because me a Rasta. I wish somebody would. And of course, I'm not looking views and all of that. I'm not looking to get paid. I have a good job already. I just do this for fun, right? So more than you see them home cooking and doing the things they need to do for their husbands, who they brag about. You don't see them doing that. They don't even spend quality time with their husbands when they're supposed to be in bed with their husbands. They're on the phone entertaining other men those hours of the morning when they should be wrapped up with their husband. These cold winter nights in America. So when people are talking about sleepless nights, you can see who's having sleepless nights. Every night, you can see it. Sleepless nights. But they point fingers at others and make criticisms about others. But yet, they're going through the same thing, right? Because they can't sleep either with their husband. So I'm not impressed. I just watch stuff. So you hear enough people that talk about husband, as we can see on social media. It's a big joke. And on social media, it'll be the end of you and your husband. Your husbands, I should say. It's not just one person. Because you guys perpetrate a fraud, and you do everything for social media. So when you lose your husband because of social media, I suppose social media will comfort you. Okay, so the rest of it now, because he's not going in. So this is what I did, right? So there. So now I put the rest of it onto the beef. Right? I'm going to rinse my hands off. And I haven't added any salt or any pepper, because I'm going to add soy sauce, which is the mushroom sauce, which I absolutely love. See, I use this like crazy. It's the best ever, the mushroom sauce, right? So because I'm going to add this, I don't want to add salt yet. But I will add some black pepper. But I don't have any time. Lord of God, I wish I could call my daughter and tell her to bring me some time. But she's so miserable. All she want to do is eat. Her mother's good cooking, right? So we're going to do that, right, like that. And then I'm going to adjust the phone. So, yeah, what happens is, though, once you cook this very slow, a little of this will come out. A little. What did my mother used to do? I think she put a garlic thing or a piece of onion. She used to put something in there. I can't remember. Just to keep everything inside. I think she did. We can't remember. Just to keep it in. Right? Just to keep. All right. If it comes out, it just comes out. But anyway, but just to keep everything inside, right? So with that, isn't that beautiful? And I'm a Rasta for life. Yes, we eat meat round here. I never took any Nazarene vow. So I can eat meat. Even though my daughter wanted it. Okay, so let me turn down my pot. Let me rinse my hands again. So yeah, guys, so I just wanted to elaborate on the importance of spending quality time with the man or husband of your dreams, especially 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning. And I don't think it's wise that you should also be entertaining others at those hours of the morning, telling them how much you love them for the support. It's just... Meanwhile, where's hubby, huh? Where is hubby? He's up at top, snoring. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, okay. So he doesn't mind that you're not there to hug him up and hold him and squeeze him and rub his head back and all these wonderful things. Every morning, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I have a meeting obsession on the phone. Hey, hey! But little by little there, how many Indians? How many Indians left? I shouldn't laugh, but you have to laugh. Okay, how should I put the phone? Because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So, I'm not being messy, but I am. I'm creating content on my own, right? Because you have to, because then people can't say to you, you're not creating content based on what you're saying. Yes, I am. I'm creating content. I love you guys. But you know how it is. All right, let me see if I can get this here without the phone dropping. Lord help me, God. It feel like it, I got drop. All right, because I'm very clumsy. I'm born February, so... Lord help me, Lord. All right, let me see if I can make it wider. Let me see who said... I'm praying and hoping peace and love will reign in our hearts this year. Yes, it is blessed love, but you know that's not gonna... I mean, can you see the part? Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, okay. It can happen, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, you know it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna add some butter. And I'm using my wonderful pots that I got. You remember, guys, when I got these pots, right? I like clean pots. I don't like... I hate to see when people use pots and they just look... Oh, I just don't, don't get me wrong. You have to use what you have, right? But sometimes the presentation, if it doesn't look right, you know, you turn off people. So I like when things are clean and not, oh, I done messed up the damn thing. Look at me. You see, because me, I run off the mouth. I don't know what I did. I did something. What did I do? Oh, I did something, guys. I don't know. I did something. I did something to different. What the hell? Oh, the camera. I don't know. Oh. My cupboards look nice. Yeah, so, okay. So now, because I'm using these pots, I hope this thing don't drop, because if it drops, I'm in trouble. All right, so these are very high heat conductors, right? High heat. So this is what happens. You know, sometimes we use the pot. Where's the pot? Like I can show you. Like this is the same pot. And we turn it up high, and then this is what happens. Because you turn up the flame, well, me, you turn up the flame too high. So what I've realized with these pots is that you don't have to use a high flame, right? You don't use a high flame. And you maintain the, so you know, after you scrub and carrying on, you have to use a low flame, a low flame, even though these are new, but you know, before it would be already brown. But now that I'm learning in my old age that you don't turn it up high because it already produces heat. Right? Look, you can see it already. Oh my God. Okay, so now I'm going to use my fingers, so don't say nothing. Good? Because this is my apartment. This is where I live. I'm not cooking for nobody but us. So, and I don't want to burn my hands trying to be special. So now I'm going to put this. Right? And this is the pot roast. So now with the pot roast, you cover. So yeah, so while we're on social media, entertaining others, what happened? We don't eat. We're not clean, we're not white, we're not do nothing. And we have man a yard. Now man, something wrong. Something is wrong. Okay, so now I have it on the medium heat. I got the peas over here. Okay, the peas is doing its thing. I'm not being messy. I'm being entertaining. Oh, Lord, I went and messed up the phone again, Lord. I'm sorry, guys. I'm troubling. My hands are touching stuff. Where's my thingy? Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is my kitchen, all right? My kitchen. Medical kitchen. Oh, and my garbage pail. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm not being messy. I'm just saying. When you're on social media, you can observe a lot of things and you can see the fakeness and the realness. And my thing is this. If you're in a committed relationship with a man, and I was thinking about this last night, that if it was my man and he sees that I'm up all hours of the morning, no, I'm going to say it because you see, when you know people are out there acting like they're so holier than thou and righteous and all of this, you can see through things. And you know, my thing is this: as a married individual, you have no respect for your husband. All right, let's take it to this level, because everybody, this is 2023 and we're not trying to be messy, we're trying to be honest and we're trying to be transparent. So if you're going to be transparent, then you need to realize that on the outside looking in, you are very disrespectful when it comes to the man that you're married to. Because then again, like I said, the Jamaican man is a complete different type of man, right? There's certain things that you can do, and there's certain things that you cannot do with the Jamaican man. He's not putting up with it. So that means, say, if him catch you, and I can use mine too. I am on the phone 2 a.m. in the morning, a laba laba with our next man about people business. He's gonna ask me if I've lost my damn mind. Or who is this man? Even though he might know the man, but then again, why is he agreeing, to this behavior? As my husband, why is he encouraging this behavior where he knows there's a couple of people that I might speak to or have a little chat with, and one of them is this never ending person that just is there all the time? He's not jealous enough because it couldn't be mine. And it would not be a conversation between the two men then. It would be a conversation between me and him. What are you doing? Why you and Tom on the phone every morning, 2 a.m., just to bop, 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 bop. What's going on? Oh, we're just talking about the thing, we're just talking, we're doing the thing, Every night? I'm just saying the things that you want to say, but you can't say, but I'm saying it for you. Now, and you have your wife. Where your wife there? How she not jealous to know, say, I chat to some next gal on the phone them hours of the morning? I don't understand how this thing I go. I don't understand. So you all are just one big miserable group. You don't like your wife, and you don't like for your husband. Because I'm trying to figure this one out. It's 2023, guys. I'm not being messy. Am I being messy? No, I'm not. What am I doing? I'm cooking dinner, right? I'm actually showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm cooking dinner. I'm cooking. Foreign Woman TV, bless up your good, clean self. Blessed one, bless up yourself. Happy New Year, guys. It's called content. So, I'm using me as an example. So I have my good clean man, and in the bed I wait upon me 12 midnight. He can't see me 1 a.m. He can't see me 2 a.m. He must say, wait, what's going on here? Let me go see what shadow. Oh shit. Oh shit. So she and him dep on the phone. How long this been going on? Foreign Woman. I'm just being Happy New Year. This is what now? Like what? 4 months? Things are getting tight. Remember, you heard it here first. It's good to be alive. So yeah, just making content. So yeah, that's what I observe. So I'm just trying to figure it out, ladies, what's going on. Think about it. If it was you and you're a man, as much as him know, say you love social media and so forth, and you're active and you're doing your stuff, but come on now, this is getting a little bit too much now. And now you see people dropping like flies. Mm, mm. The year just began. The year just began. So it's just an observation that I just wanted to talk about because they like to talk about things too. So I figured we should talk about that. That's a woman's thing, right? We're just looking at stuff like, wow, that was my husband. He kicked my ass. I can't be on the phone with no man this hour of the morning talking some nonsense. Foreign woman, come on, come on. Think about it. Think. Think. We're intelligent people. They love mess with people, but you see, we got to use our brain as well. Just to create content. Just to create content. So while you worrying about all of these things, you know, have a husband where you need to worry about. We already know about the washing of the dishes. Oh, sorry, I said. Oh well. Now we're getting on to bigger things now. Bigger things than dishes. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. What you gonna yeah? 2023. We'll see. Just an observation. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, because it's an observation. And this is, I'm arrested for life, the National Board of Comments. I am making my comments about an observation on women's behavior. And is it is it appropriate for a woman who has a husband at home? I love you, foreign woman. I love you. I love you guys. Is it appropriate for a woman to be home? This is a topic of discussion, ladies. And you have your man friend calling you 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Where is hubby? That's all I'm saying. Now, like I said, the Jamaican man, he now put up with that. What? That's a fight. Give me the phone. Let me see what you chat to. Oh, are you? What's going on here? All right, me and your friend, but this is getting a little bit too much, dude. You got my wife on the phone. Oh, you don't have her on the phone. She got you on the phone. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? This is it now. It's 2023. We'll see if this happens. Anyway, so I'm just saying, ladies, that to me it's inappropriate. To me, it's inappropriate because I was thinking about it last night. That what time is it? Well, no, not last night, but before. What isn't it? Oh, so any time can be between 12:30 a.m. all the way to 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Oh, okay. It's not regular 8 p.m., 9, and so it's those wee hours when everybody's asleep. Very sneaking. And now they're trolling all over the place where they shouldn't be going. They're trolling where they shouldn't be. It's just content. Because, I was listening to some stuff. It's just getting on my nerves. Like, I'm tired of these people. Yeah, they do. I know, right? And that's another thing unfolding about God's work, because you're going to either incorporate everything in one pot. There's a scripture, it's called the cooking pot, very powerful. um Ezekiel, I think it's Ezekiel. I'll find it, but I think I think it's Ezekiel 24 or 26. One of them. The cooking pot. hmm So I noticed this God thing, but it's okay. Like I said, just leave that one, because he doesn't need our help. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't need our help in anything. So I'm gonna just leave that to where it have to go. That's it. Me now, I'm just doing jabs. Yeah, exactly. You understand? Good. So you just leave that to the Father and make him deal with the nonsense of blasphemy, right? Because it's already happening. It's already unfolding. So I suppose the crunch is going to be these midnight phone calls on social media. You know, transparency, of course. But those calls and those conversations that's being held after hours, and then you get to hear where you're supposed to go and where you're not supposed to go in order to get the information. It's very, and this is for 2023. So when guys are saying it's over and this, no, it's not. They're already making plans for 2023. But again, let the Father do his work. That's it. So I'm just saying, as a woman, we are women, most of us here, social media, and we can relate to that behavior as not being appropriate after dark. And you have a husband who takes you out to wonderful vacations and so forth, and wines and dines you and the best you've ever had. So I don't think it's appropriate in the eyes of married women that you should be on the phone entertaining another man, no matter what the subject is or the topic of conversation. You should be doing that with your husband. Yeah. Yeah. You're not a teenager. You're a grown, married woman. As I cook my rice and peas and my pot roast. So I'm not going to finish cooking the pot roast here with you guys because it's going to take a minute. But I will tell you this, it's going to be fantastic. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so let me just let you see how it's progressing. All right, so I'm going to turn it. God, I hope I don't drop it. Okay, see? So, really, I didn't cook it in a lot of oil, but it has a long way to go. So what I do, right, because I don't want it to be overly soft. So what I do is I pour the soy sauce. Wait, hold on, guys. I'm trying to open it and hold the phone and do everything else. So you can see. Can see? Yeah. Okay, so then I poured this over it, right? I poured that over it, and then I cover, and where did chicken, okay. And then I use some stock, right? Yeah. You don't have to use water. You know, the chefs, they like to use chicken stock, vegetable stock, beef stock, right? And then just a little, other than using water, right, in here. And then you let it do its thing, and you let it cook down. And, you know, within an hour or two, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. I'm going to cook the rice and peas. Oh, okay, the peas is... Always remember to use a wooden spoon when you use these pots, because when you use metal utensils, you scrape up the pot. I see a lot of people do that. And when you use a spoon and you do this, you scrape up the entire bottom of the pot, and it loses its heat conductivity. You gotta use wooden spoons when you're cooking in these kind of pots. Right? Wooden spoon, wooden. Good. Now I'm gonna finish my rice and peas, and I'm gonna finish my pot roast. I just wanted you guys to see that I'm cooking dinner. I'm so hungry. And it was fun. And have a happy new year, guys. And let me tell you, it's not over. It's a roller coaster ride. It's just beginning. But we're just trying to build content. And we're trying, you know, to get ones to, you know, think. And even though sometimes, you know, people are afraid to comment, you know, based on how they feel and how they think, that's what I'm here for. Because sometimes you want to say something, but you just can't, because you know the backlash of what's going to happen when you do. But that's okay. I got it. So let's hope we as women, black women, it's going to be hard, but if we could just be nicer to each other. Me myself, I'm not perfect. If we could just be a little nicer. But then when every time you try to be nice, right, something happens. And you're like, yeah? You do, you try. But we women, we're something else. We are terrible. So we need to improve our relationship. Foreign woman, yeah, right. Yeah, we need to improve our relationships with each other. We need to share each other's lives, and we need to share our channels and do things. That helps all of us. I don't have a problem sharing channels. I don't. None. If the content is something I know that we can all use, then I'm doing it. And if it's, you know, based on familiar content like mine, then I'll, you know, do stuff like that. We need to be more pro towards each other more than anti, right? Pro means for each other, and anti means against. So we need to be more pro and less anti. And even though we try to empower others, and even though we see that they're on a mission of, I can't even put it into words, tearing down and pulling down, one must let God do what he needs to do without our interference. If you feel something is, you know, wrong somewhere, and you just, you know, you just feel like it's just not right, it's not up to you to try to fix anything. It's not up to you to try to slander and tear down somebody because you feel like, or you think that. A lot of that is going on. What you think that the person is saying. Delusional. So you get to see a lot of delusional people on social media because some of these people actually believe that what they're saying is true. The word is delusional. And when you can relate the word delusion to people, you get a clearer comprehension of what they're about. They're delusional. They believe what they're saying or what they're thinking or what they might think. It's true. That's being delusional. And there's a lot of delusional women on social media because they believe what they feel and what they think is true. Are you mad? Well, yeah, you're delusional. So don't get caught up into the delusional aspect of a woman because she can be very delusional. Women can be very delusional, very delusional. And when they get to old age, it turns into dementia, Alzheimer's. So I'm getting to see, as I build my channel, that there's a lot of, and you can see it for yourself, you don't have to mention names. You can see for yourself that we have a population of delusional women. It's nothing to laugh at, but it's very sad that you who are not delusional clearly see what's going on, but yet they just believe that everything coming out their mouth is truth and facts and this, that, and whoop, whoop, whoop. You just gotta leave them alone. You just gotta highlight what you can highlight as being delusional and keep it moving. So with that, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm trying to grow my channel. I love you guys. Happy New Year. We are creating content, and sometimes you just have to use your dialogue and create content about anything that you feel like and that you want to talk about. You're not using nobody, you're using yourself. But you're just talking about stuff. What's up? Like what I spoke about, being a woman and having a husband or a man. But you on the phone all night, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, talking to some other dude. How that work? Yeah, that's a topic of conversation because we're women. We can relate to that. We can think about that. If you don't stop laughing, foreign woman. Stop, but it's true. So if we're going to go into 2023, those are the kind of ideologies to look for. Stuff like, things we can see and pinpoint and say, rather than talking about the regular. But you can look at somebody and say, oh, okay. I love you too. You have to have a good sense of humor. I have a dry English sense of humor. I love that. Yeah. So, yeah, you could just pick out something. Being everybody's on the attack, but you do it intelligently. You just like what I'm saying with, being a woman and having a husband and being home, but yet you doing other stuff, which is not appropriate. Let's see who gonna like that. It's the truth. Let's see who gonna like that. Let's see. So that's how you get to see stuff. Good? Yeah. So I have to think of something else that I can pick on. So it's just the ideology and the concept and what you can get out of that presentation and how you can now incorporate it and present it your way. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I have to finish cooking my dinner. Foreign woman, bless up your good, clean, nice self. And everybody else, I can't remember your names because the thing disappeared. But I like to inspire and to show how you can use your brain effectively without hurting anyone's feelings. But then just remember to make it a subject, a topic. Who wants to feel that you're talking about them? I'm not talking about you. Let's open a good self. Happy New Year, guys.